All right, guys, today a little bit different today. Pascal's triangle, way to expand binomials is what it is, and best way to do it is just show it to you. So here we go. Okay, that's what Pascal's triangle looks like as numbers. No variables in here whatsoever. As numbers, it looks like that. What they represent are coefficients when you expand binomials, such as, like, let's say you had, come on now, x plus y, it's supposed to be x plus y, to the 0 power. Anything to 0 power is 1, so that's what the first line is. This is 1. The second line is how you would expand x plus y to the first power. Think about it. Anything to the first power is itself. So if you did x plus y to the first power, you would get 1x plus 1y. Again, the ones, 1x plus 1y. Here's where it starts getting interesting. We've done this, x plus y squared. Think about how we square things. We square the first one. We multiply together, then double, so it'll be 2xy. Then we square the second one. Now, the cool thing about that is look at my coefficients right here. I got 1, 2, 1. Look over here. It goes 1, 2, 1. One other thing I want you to look at is look at the x's. Like the x's as you go through are decreasing. It goes x squared, x1, no x's. The y's are increasing. No y, y1, y2. Let's go to the third line, x plus y cubed. Watch what this does. I'm going to follow these for my coefficients. I'm going to say 1x cubed plus 3. Now here's where it gets a little crazy. The x's start going down, the y's start coming up. I'm going to put a 3 again. The x's are going down, the y's are coming up. And I'm going to put a 1, and the y's all the way up, y cubed. Another pattern is taking note is this. Whatever your exponent is over here, like that's a 1, there are 2 terms in the answer. It was a 2, there were 3 terms in your answer. There's a 3, there are 4 terms in the answer. Okay, let's look at one more here. X plus y to the 4th power. Okay, I'm looking at this line. I'm going to say 1 x to the 4th. 4 is my next coefficient. These numbers all represent coefficients. The x's are going down. The y starts coming up. The next one's 6. The x goes down. The y comes up. 4, the x goes down, the y comes up, and then y to the 4th. And there's 5 terms there. Now, one more thing about the triangle. It's pretty cool. You're like, do I have to memorize that triangle? No. Watch how it works. There's ones going down the diagonal that way. There's ones going, whoa, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Ones going down diagonals that way. If you were to add these 2 ones right here together, look what you would get. 2, which is right below it. If I were to add 1 and 2 together, I would get 3. 2 and 1, 3. 1 and 3, 4. 3 and 3, 6. 3 and 1, 4. Do you see what's happening? 1 and 4, 5. 4 and 6, 10. 6 and 4, 10. And you could keep going. The next line would be 1, 6, because I added the 1 and the 5. 15, 20, 15, 6, 1. So that's how you can draw the triangle without having to memorize it. All the numbers above add up to be the number right below. Pretty good. Let's look at a couple examples. All right, this one says expand x plus y to the 4th. Okay, so come on now. There we go. The triangle, I have to go to the 4th line, so it'll be like 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, because 1 plus 1 is 2. 1, 3, actually be the 5th line. I'm looking for a 4. There's the 4. 6, 4, 1. So I'm going to use these numbers to expand that. So let's say 1x to the 4th plus 4, that's the next number. The x starts decreasing, the y starts increasing. 6, x is decreasing, y is increasing. 4, x is decreasing, y is increasing. 1, the y is all the way there. All right, another pattern. Look at the exponents. That's a 4, that's a 3 and a 1. That's a 2 and a 2. That's a 1 and a 3. That's 4. All those exponents, if you were to add them up, always equal that main exponent right there. Another cool pattern. Let's draw another one. X plus 3 to the 5th power. Okay, so now I'm thinking about that triangle again. I'm going 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. I'm going to I see a 5, which is not too far away. From right here, 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. That's what I need. So I'm going to go start with the 1 here. 1x to the 5th. The next number is a 5, so I'm going 5x to the 4th. The 3 starts popping up, 3 to the 1st power. I'm putting a 10, x cubed, 3's coming up. Another 10, x is going down, the 3's coming up. A 5, the x is going down, the 3's coming up. And then a 1, this is a 3 to the 5th power. Now, we would be done normally, but this time we have the numbers. You cannot leave 2 numbers together like that, so I'm going to multiply them out. For example, that's a 3 times that 5. That's 15x to the 4th. This is a 3 squared, which is 9 times 10, which is 90. Next one's 3 cubed, which is 27 times 10, which is 270. That's supposed to be x cubed right there, by the way. X squared. 3 to the fourth is 81 times 5. Everybody knows 81 times 5 is 405. And then 3 to the fifth, also everybody knows, is 243. And there you go. So the most it will take you is 2 lines tomorrow. Not a huge deal. See what we got left here. All right, I think you've seen enough of those. I'm trying to keep this video a little bit shorter, so I'm going to skip that one. That's another one to the fourth power. I think you're okay. Let's look at the last slide. The last thing I want to show you is just I'm trying to drive this into your head. I want you to remember, even though it's a square, I don't want you to have to do a triangle to square. Okay, don't forget the shortcut I showed you about squaring stuff, where you square the first one, you multiply together, double. So I'm going to give you some more of those tomorrow just to practice. So if you square the first term, you get 9x squared. I'm going to multiply these two terms together, which would be negative 15xy, but then double that, negative 30xy. Then I'm going to square the second term. When you square something, it always becomes positive 25y squared. That's it. So you can do that one without having to do that whole triangle. I want you to do the squares that way. So I'm going to show you one more of those. All right, hope that wasn't too bad. I'll see you in here tomorrow. We'll work on it like we always do. See you then.